there, guys. In today's video we're going to be taking a brief look at my Macintosh PowerBook G3. Alright, let's just boot her up. You got to hold down the shift key. Otherwise, if you do not hold down the shift key, it'll boot with all extensions enabled. And this particular has, I believe, a OS 9 install from 2001 on it, when OS 9 was still relevant. And this thing does take a while to boot, but it was made in 1998, same year that I was born, and it's quite an interesting little laptop. Okay, so we are almost to the OS 9 install screen. OS 9 extensions off. Now that I can release the shift key, I'm going to talk to you guys a bit about how I got this laptop. I originally found an iBook G4 at Goodwill. I did not have enough money for it. It was 40 bucks at the time. I only had like 20. So I went back the next day with $40 and it was not there. And I needed a laptop, and I needed a laptop that day to start writing the script for More Power to You, and I needed something more mobile than my PowerBook G4 with a broken screen. So I found this laptop at the same Goodwill for $35, I believe, and yeah, I purchased it. It did not come with a charger, and I booted it up, had some issues, and I tried to install OS 9 again, but the little CD drive, this is actually my OS 9 DVD. It is, the IDE controller is what me and Roman came to the conclusion of is broken, and it's booted up. So let me adjust the camera and we can get you guys a closer look at the desktop. So this is the OS 9 desktop. This is a very damaged copy of OS 9. Go to About This Computer. It is running 9.0.4 with 160 megs of memory, and what I believe to be a 250 megahertz G3 processor. This is a Wall Street edition. Other than that, this is actually where I wrote the original first draft of the script for More Power to You. Another issue that I found with this is that in addition to the wealth of problems that it has with OS 9, I could never really figure out if it was OS 9 or something else, because it could have just been a graphics issue. Just open up Photoshop real quick. Double click. Okay, so now Adobe Photoshop 5.0 should be launching right now on screen. And yeah, I noticed something because as I was making a poster for the movie, which the movie, it has a poster now that I've made it on a completely different Mac, but I was just, you know, throwing around some ideas in my head. I noticed here, just let me file new. Okay, whatever. Let's just go with file new document. And just let me just start drawing here, and let me change the color here a bit so that you guys can see what I'm talking about here as far as how bad this is, the like graphics issue that I'm having with this. So this is red. Hopefully it won't make me look like a fool this time. And okay, so there's an issue with the graphics. Just let me find the Apple Q out of that. It doesn't like to display white, and this usually happens after it goes to sleep, but I'm not sure what it is, but it displays white as kind of like a blue tinge type thing. Just let's open up Microsoft Word so you guys can possibly see what I'm talking about here. Okay, so let's just quickly put it to sleep. it's gone to sleep. Now let's just wake her back up, and you guys should be able to see the graphics issue that I'm having with this laptop. Now, do you see this? You can probably not see it, but there's this blue tinge about this. Just let me quickly adjust the camera, but there's a blue tinge. You guys can probably barely see that, but you see this blue line that's not supposed to be there? And this entire page just has a shade of baby blue to it. You can see the sexy white Apple logo on the back there. And there's a little door that holds all your ports. It has Ethernet and typical older Apple ports on it. I love the look of these laptops. They still hold up today. I mean, they're just the right thickness to where they're not exactly modern, but they're not exactly old. They were from that weird transition, the G3 phase of Apple computing. I did not like the Kanga or the Pismo, just the way that they looked and felt. I didn't like the keyboard or anything on this, but I love the look and the feel of this laptop. It has a nice rubberized finish on the sides that are over solid stainless steel. So these things are really, really tough. As you can see, the back of my Wall Street's a bit scuffed up from years of use. I mean, it's going to be 15 this year. Actually, it is more than 15 years old now because it was manufactured in July, and there's the product number 1998 Apple computer, PowerBook G3 series. And I love the fact that even though it's the bottom, they still felt the need to put an Apple logo there. It's not as rubberized as the one on the front, but it's still a lovely feature. The G3 Wall Street series was actually the first to introduce the pressable button that shows you the battery levels on the laptop. They continued with this to the present day. Looking slightly to the left, you see that we've got a standard 56K modem jack and a card expansion slot over there, and some venting. Thank you guys for checking out my brief hardware tour of my Macintosh PowerBook G3 Wall Street, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, kick it.